Now, I started looking at these stairs. I think the reason I didn't feel safe on them was because they were put on like with some really cheesy bolts. And so I'm gonna try them again. I've moved the stairs. What, about 6 inches to the front instead of in the back like they were before. And I'm gonna put bigger bolts in them than what was in previously, because I can see this, I don't know if you can see it or not, but this whole stair system was bent. I think because it wasn't shored up enough. So we're gonna put some monster bolts in there, crank it down real good, and I think that'll be the solution. I won't have to carry the step ladder with me anymore. If it's, you know, I can always take it off if it doesn't work, but let's try it. Always something. You know, I always keep an arsenal. Well, I wouldn't say an arsenal. I would say a fair amount of nuts and bolts on hand. Because I've learned, you know, when you live away, far away, 20 plus miles away from your nearest hardware store, it gets costly to run back and forth all the time. So over the years, I've accumulated nuts and bolts and things like that, so I don't have to go back and forth all the time. I hope this works. Guess we'll find out real quick. Guess we'll find out together. And we put it on backwards. Now that feels a lot sturdier than it did before for some reason. I think what the reason these things seem so flimsy before, they just seem too steep. I didn't like them. But this seems a lot sturdier now that I moved it out like that. I don't know, it might be all in my head. But yeah, this is a better system than the steps. And we'll just bungee this on every time we go like that. There's a little latch that holds them in place there. And before, when, I don't know why, I think maybe because it had something to do with the way it was crunched up. But I could never get that to latch before. Now it'll latch. Huh. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes you just need to sleep on things, think about them. And when I got up this morning, I saw a few comments that seemed the step ladder thing seemed a little sketchy to them. I don't know, maybe. It didn't seem to me, but it got me to thinking, these felt so flimsy before. They just felt so flimsy. And I don't think that's because I don't think they were put on right. In fact, I'm sure they weren't put on right. I don't know why. Maybe it's all in my head. But hey. So here's where the stairs were before, and I just moved them out like that. And yeah. All right then. Hey, sometimes, like I said, it just comes to you. I hadn't really thought about that until this morning. See you later, Tater.